welcome to the show. We're all about talking with people who didn't let their ideas stay ideas. They took a risk and made them a reality despite feeling not quite ready, and that includes us. So we're asking for a favor. Please like, subscribe, share with your friends if you enjoy what we're doing and want to see us keep making more episodes. It all helps. Even better, leave a comment suggesting how we can improve. We want to keep making quality episodes that you enjoy listening to. So thanks for the support. Let's get into it.
No, well, we really appreciate you coming on. Like I said in the text, it's like we're kind of interested in talking to people who are out there like creating, whether it's, art, businesses, whatever, because I don't know. I think the world, I think I said this to you, the world's more interesting if people are, actually trying stuff. Like, so we want to kind of help promote them and hopefully inspire others. So, and you're definitely doing that. So really appreciate you coming on.
Yeah, thanks for having me. Hype to, I don't know, I guess divulge like the world of being a freelance creative, like all over the place, but it's good. It's fun. Everything's always different. Days are always different.
Yeah, we got some questions. I know I kind of laid out the format, but we kind of start things off with a little bit of, icebreakers, quick questions to get things moving. So I guess some questions. So you obviously, former pro skater. I don't know if you're still a pro skater, how that works, but so who's your favorite skater growing up?
Probably Silas Baxter or Zara Bissett. But it was about 1999 when Tony Hawk did the 900, and my mom was like, yeah, Tony Hawk did the 900 because it was all over the news, and that was like, okay, I should probably start skating. Yeah, so we all appreciate Tony for bringing the hype to the whole world.
Yeah. Did you play Tony Hawk?
That's generic as fuck, but yeah, it's still.
Yeah, did you play the video game growing up too?
Definitely the video game a lot. Yeah, that's how you learned like every trick back then.
Yeah, like, Who'd you play as
Instagram or anything?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I was like Kareem Campbell for some reason.
Oh yeah,
and he's from Texas, so and I see him all the time now. So every time I see him, it just feels like insane, like seeing him in real life. All those video game characters you end up meeting in real life that you see that they're real people, and it's just interesting.
Yeah, it's cool. I think I was a big Bob Burnquist guy when I was playing it back in the day. Do you listen to music when you skate?
Very rarely. Like, I like to. It depends on where, but yeah, probably not. For the most part, I'm just with my friends out skating. But if I'm like for some reason by myself, maybe on a trip, like doing something not skate related on a trip, then yeah, I'll just like dip off and headphones around. I like to put the headphones in when I ride my bike and work out, so it's kind of the same thing. It's like a personal little.
Yeah. So who are you putting on if you? Yeah. If you were trying to get locked in skating, what do you like? What kind of music are you putting on?
It just depends. Maybe some like, depending on the mood. Sometimes like I like maybe like some emo music. I like to because that's how I grew up, like skating like that. But for the most part, I don't know. It's like kind of like that new mumble rap trap kind of gets me hyped.
Yeah.
It's always changing now,
Yeah. The one of the edits you made for Preacher, you have little eagles in there, which I thought was
Yeah,
that was sick. Yeah,
I just like the end when the wake surf pops up out of the thing, and it's just like the dude's like kind of like like it's just kind of like I was like, it's too perfect. Like, come on, like it's got.
No, it was good. It was good. What's your favorite movie?
I like The Big Lebowski. I feel like that's always been my favorite movie, but then I show it to people and they're like, "What the fuck?" So I don't know. I think The Big Lebowski is interesting because you can watch it like 5 to 10 times and just always get something new out of it. There's so many like different little hidden meanings and like, existential little sayings that you can find in it. Yeah, I like The Big Lebowski.
What's that? Do you have a favorite book?
I've been trying to push the 4 Agreements on a lot of people. It's a Mexican Toltec wisdom book. It's like, don't take anything personal, always do your best, be impeccable with your word, and don't take anything personally. And there's like 4 like long chapters on each of those things. And it kind of helps the youth. I'm trying to, because as a team manager for skateboarding, kind of like playing dad mode a lot. So trying to like, keep them in line, like don't make assumptions, kids. Like that is so bad for you. Like just focus on what's real. Like you can't control other people's thoughts, and just don't make assumptions. It's not worth your time or energy.
How'd you end up finding the book? How'd you discover it?
That book, I think, I don't know. I've had it for a while in my rotation. I've read it a few times, just reminders.
Yeah,
If
yeah,
you're going through some drama in the skate scene or something like that. Just there's a lot of funny things that are involved in the whole workings of a small skate scene in Austin, Texas.
yeah. I think I remember I heard Tom Brady was in an interview. He talked about it. I was like, damn, I gotta read this book. But
Oh, cool.
yeah.
I back that then.
Yeah. There you go. What's your favorite city to skate in?
Favorite city? I mean, it's like San Francisco or New York, probably.
Yeah.
Some of the biggest ones. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
but if it's actually just about skating, probably San Francisco. Just San Francisco is just the best place to skate ever.
Yeah.
But I get so sick of skating just doing one thing, and that's like the main thing to do there. So if I'm there for a week, I'm kind of just like, that's enough. I lived there for like 3 or 4 months, and it was fun. It was like too much skating, it wasn't enough diversity in my lifestyle out there.
Yeah.
So what makes San Francisco so good for skating?
So there's a bunch of hills, a bunch of plazas, pretty good ground everywhere. You can just take the bus up to the top of the city and basically snowboard down the whole hill and just find different book cutty little avenues. There's spots everywhere. Yeah, you run into people like naturally. You just see it's kind of more. You're just on your board and you're just skating around. You're not just driving around spot to spot. You're like in the street, taking a bus up a hill, cruising down the avenues and finding new stuff all the time. There's just a bunch of hills. If you've ever been there, it's like another world out there. Where are you guys at? Vancouver? Or is that?
I'm in Toronto.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm in Calgary. I was actually just in San Francisco and I was walking those hills, so I know exactly how steep they are.
Yeah.
What's your least favorite city? If there's one.
Least favorite city. Punta Gorda's kind of trash, not gonna lie. It's a city in Florida. Yeah.
All right, last one. What was your favorite moment from your professional skateboarding career? Like, is there one that sticks out?
I mean, there's like different eras. During COVID, we just were doing really well business wise because everybody was having money and buying boards left and right. And we couldn't even supply enough. Like we were selling way more than we've ever sold, and it was showing in our bank accounts, and we were able to travel where we wanted and pay our riders, and it was beautiful. But it was kind of a here one day, gone the next. Because as soon as COVID ended, we probably had a few years of like doing whatever we wanted, making like more money than this company, Roger Skate Co, had ever really made because of everybody had free time and money.
I know I said this in the email, but then, so thanks for doing the rapid fire question, but we kind of want to get a sense for like, your, I guess, like your upbringing and your career and what led you to doing what you do now. So where did you grow up, and did you have any like entrepreneurs in your family that kind of inspired you on this path to like kind of do your own thing?
Yeah, it was kind of the opposite. My family was never really supportive of my skating, so I kind of was just like always pulling the opposite direction, trying to just do my own thing because I just wanted it so bad for whatever reason. I don't know, for better or for worse. It's definitely not the most secure path to go down, and just really be obsessed with the skateboarding toy from like, when you're supposed to be going to college. I didn't go to college. I guess I kind of just got through high school, and I just skipped school as much as I could, skate as much as I could.
Yeah.
Perfected my craft. And then once I got to Austin, I got involved with No Comply Skate Shop from the very beginning.
Yeah.
And was able to like start traveling a little bit, and kind of just, that's why I didn't finish college, because I just was like, oh, I keep on going these trips to SF in California. And I thought I was gonna make, at least somewhat of a career. It took about 10 years till I was able to like make any money in skating. It's 10 years of just like working in restaurants and getting stuff for free and getting like a couple trips here and there, but not really making any money at all until I was like late 20s.
So just for people who don't know, what would the career path for making money in skate look like? Is it mostly through sponsorships? Is it you film and release videos that get sold? Like how would someone go about making a career out of it?
You just have to have a brands that have money that want to support you with X amount of dollars per month. And if you have like 3 or 4 brands that are able to get behind you like that, then you're able to make a living. But yeah, I was able to make something happen at one point. But basically becoming a team manager was when I was able to actually make some money. Like some more, like more than just skating.
Yeah. So, okay. So, and just be clear. So you moved to Austin for skating, like you grew up somewhere else?
My family moved here to Austin when I was 17, so I just moved with them.
Oh yeah.
And then very quickly moved out into my friend's house that lived downtown Austin. And it was actually, I moved in with my buddy Austin Emilio, who is now an actor in The Walking Dead and like other movies.
Okay.
I turned him, we made him a professional skater a few years back, filmed a video part with him and put out a board with his name on it. So technically, if you have a board with your name on it that's selling, then you're a professional skater.
Yeah. Yeah.
So Austin Emilio is a professional skater, is one of my best friends. And that's the first person I lived with outside of my mom's house when I was 17.
Yeah. Okay. So you're in Austin. So at what point did you start like, I guess like become pro and have sponsors and even like making a little bit of money?
Not until I was 30.
30. Okay. So then I guess what were those years like? So it sounds like you moved out at 17. You said you didn't finish college because you were traveling around for trips. So like,
Yeah.
and were you kind of like, so you were supporting yourself with like other
I was working
jobs
in
while you're,
restaurants.
yeah.
Working in restaurants and doing what I had to do to just keep skating.
Yeah, yeah. So and then so I guess like what are those years kind of like when in terms of like you're trying to attract sponsors, you're trying to attract money? Is it just you skate, you're trying to get better at skating? Are you doing contests? Are you just putting out video parts? Like how do you go about like trying to I guess monetize like skateboarding?
Just putting out video parts, really. Through the board brand that I still skateboard today, Roger Skate Co.
What's like when you're trying to build a skate career, just like how you go about kind of like building up, I don't know, I guess like your profile or your, it sounds lame to say, but like your personal brand to try and like get sponsors to notice so you can actually start making money.
Definitely just putting out as much footage as you can. A bunch of YouTube edits on Thrasher that I was able to get involved with throughout the years. No Comply Skate Shop helped me out a lot by like giving us a platform to put our
Yeah.
tricks out there, and that's how like everybody knows who I am. Is like, or like not everybody, but people that do know who I am, they know me through the skate videos that we put out through No Comply Skate Shop, Roger Skate Co., Rip and Dip, any of these brands that I've worked for in the past. Like all these videos are just archived on Thrasher's YouTube like throughout the last 15 years.
Yeah.
So you would have come up right when social media was just before it was even really a thing and has grown. How do you see it changing? Like now, do people, for example, it seems like a lot of people become influencers and they're not necessarily, they might use skating as the initial sort of thing that makes them interesting, but then they branch out into other aspects and that they're using it more as like an attention gathering mechanism, I guess, and using that to funnel. Do you see it changing at all in like how you would go about targeting a career in skate, or is it?
Yeah, definitely. It's more lucrative that way. If you want to make a career, you have to be that way. Like I don't have nearly enough Instagram followers to even try. I mean, I'm also older, so I don't even want to go down that road anymore. But yeah, having a good Instagram following and posting stuff and being interesting. And it doesn't even have to be really hard tricks anymore. Like I worked really hard on just like making like tricks and doing the hardest thing I can do, but that's not what it's about anymore. Now it's just about catching attention in weird ways that can be just creative and different approaches to stuff, which I think is cool. I think it's like, skating is dangerous and deserve all the money you can get out of it if you can stand out in the sea of content. Like it's just about being different. Different is better than better.
Yeah. Interesting. And so when you're kind of living that life and it sounds like, I don't know, you're probably working hard, like, working different jobs and then just skating, like you said, skating is hard, but like, was there ever a moment where, I don't know, you thought about like, that it was like you weren't getting a return on all the effort you were putting in, you thought about doing something else, or was it just like you had to do this? Like there was never any questions about what you wanted to do?
Yeah, it's weird. I feel like there should have been a moment like that, but there wasn't. Even when I tore my ACL 10 years ago, like I'm still like, no, I'm just gonna recover and keep going. Like I don't know why. I've just always been obsessed with trying to do the best I can, trying to put out footage. And now I'm able to like kind of help the youth get their clips and get their shine with their sponsors. So that's actually way more satisfying being like in the know, like because I know exactly how to approach going out and skating and driving around to spots and who can do what at a spot and who will look good doing what. And it's fun to be the producer, team manager, dad mode. And
Yeah.
it's less dangerous than doing it yourself, and it's
So
more money.
would you say you're like a creative director? Is that
Yeah,
you're
it's
serving
like a lot of
that purpose?
hats, wearing a
Yeah.
lot of hats for sure. Team manager encompasses a lot. Like I'm filming, editing, like making sure like the kids are posting their thing. Yesterday, you know, there's this brand called Torchy's Tacos, and yesterday I had to like make sure that my friend like upheld his contract by posting the proper like Instagram engaging video that like features their brand properly, but also features him skating good. And just like that's just one example of just stuff I got to do to keep these kids paid so I can stay paid, kind of thing.
So so you kind of said that like you started making money as like you became a team manager. So was that something that you deliberately tried to like move into? Like you saw someone else as a team manager and they were making money, and or was it just
Yeah,
kind of happenstance?
yeah, I definitely saw the OJ Wheels team manager, my buddy Eric Palazzolo in SF. Like he would take us on trips all the time because I skate for OJ and I still do technically. I've had a wheel with them, so technically still a pro skater. But he would take me on trips and he's so enthusiastic and he's so helpful with like making it happen, and that was like so inspiring to see. And I was just like, I just want to be like Pizzle. Like I want to like crack the whip on these kids and like make them do cool shit. Like
Yeah.
it's like a great feeling whenever, because then when they land stuff, like you're part of the process, and you don't have to get hurt. I keep saying like it's a great thing.
So
So satisfying for sure.
and so I guess like the yeah, for lack of a better term, business model as a team manager, you kind of touched on it. But so you essentially what you would do is like, is it like your own team and like you're just helping them get sponsored and put up parts? Or are you doing it like on behalf of like this no comply skate shop? Or like I
No
guess
Comply who pays me. Yeah, No Comply Skate Shop pays me for like research and development, team management, uh, for like I don't know any events or content related stuff. Like we're just constantly having to create social media assets and events all the time. Keep skateboarding popular here, and a lot of companies get involved with No Comply to help make our events more lucrative, like sponsorships.
oh yeah. And I guess by events, do you mean like contests or like what kind of events are we talking?
Cash for tricks kind of contests. Yeah, like I'll just like stand there with like a bunch of cash and just give out cash for tricks for kids hucking down a six stair doing tricks at the skate park.
Oh yeah. So and then you film it and then just put out the content.
Yep.
Oh, interesting.
So
And then oh good.
no, I'm just curious. So you're filming the content. Are you when you're formulating? Are you formulating a plan of like the type of content you want? Like how are you specifically adding value through the content you're filming?
Just making sure that the brands get their logos in the videos and they're tagged. That's pretty much like the selling point for them. I just had to do a pitch for Go Skate Day coming up on June 21st today, and in order to get X amount of dollars from this brand, they just want to see like a new obstacle that's branded with their branding, and like all the footage that comes out on that obstacle during Go Skate Day is going to have all their branding involved in it, and that's where they get their money's worth because they're getting
Okay.
visibility, and that's what we can offer with No Comply is visibility and authenticness, like with their our skate culture. Like we're like we have the keys to skate culture, and we can sell that to brands. So that's
Okay.
the
So
game.
yeah, so these are different like skate brands that are reaching out to no comply, and then it's basically your job to like get them promo.
Team shows up and performs good tricks on the obstacles that are branded with sponsors branding. And then once they do that, I can post that on No Comply, tag the sponsors, tag the skaters. Everybody's happy.
Yeah, gotcha. So it's really like in a sense you're kind of just like doing social media marketing on behalf of those brands.
That's right.
Yeah. And why is it that, I guess, like, so it sounds like you do events and then that kind of results in videos, but like, do you ever do like a different style to do it? Like, I guess what would be stopping, like, would you ever just like film a part with like some of your team and then just like post it that way? Or is there something about events that like drives more views? Or
We don't have that many events. It's really only a few a year, honestly.
yeah.
Probably like 5 to 10 a year. Most of the time we're just out filming for various projects. Like we did a No Comply Converse shoe that was like a whole 6-month production. They actually gave us a real budget to do like a No Comply Converse collab shoe, and we were
Yeah.
able to just like focus on a few good full-length videos and short-length videos showcasing just Texas skateboarding and Converse. And that helps, Converse is not scared to throw a budget at us for some stuff, so that was helpful.
But what's it like working with Converse? Like, do they send, like, you go to them and you work with their creative team? You're like, how do you cook up these ideas? Like, how do you put your own sort of stamp on it if they're involving you? Like, can you maybe describe how that works? And
Yeah, they so I just put a pitch deck together, and I'm like, we want to do this, we want to make X amount of videos, and these are going to be the deliverables, and we'll include Converse logos in the beginning and the end of the videos. And there'll be a Thrasher article, supported by Converse, No Comply Converse. There'll be X amount of Instagram posts with Converse tagged. They'll do collab posts with us too. And that's kind of the selling point. It's just kind of like you offer them X amount of deliverables, and then they kind of just trust that we'll just do it because they know, like, we made a bunch of videos before. They kind of just know that, like, they know what they're gonna get. They're
so
not really a part of the creative process too much.
Yeah, so your portfolio is essentially acting as something that you can use as trust, that you can just say, hey, look, we've done this work already. They feel like they can trust you because they've seen already that you've done good work, and then you kind of get a little more freedom that way. For someone who's just starting, what would you recommend is a good way to maybe try to start connecting with brands? Would you suggest just film and create a portfolio first, or do you think it's important to reach out right away?
You definitely just need to make stuff. Like, I had to do it for 10 plus years before I even made anything out of it. So you just have to be into making stuff. Just the more you make, the better you're going to get at it. And you just keep the ball rolling, like, regardless if it's going to pay you or not, because you have to just like it. You have to genuinely like it in order for it, you can't just do it for a payoff, because there probably won't be one, realistically, especially nowadays in the skate industry. It's pretty hard out there. Everybody's getting fired. It's crazy.
So when you say it's tough out there in the skate industry, like, are there still some like areas that like certain types of companies are making more than others? Like whether it's like boards versus wheels versus trucks, whatever, or like apparel or anything, or is it just kind of like across the board? It's just down.
It's all down except for shoes. Shoes are fine. Nike's fine. Yeah, basically everything's all down. And today, like, it's worse than it's been in a long time. And that's why it's nice to work with people like this drink company I work for. I'm doing things like outside of skating now, and I'm branching out and making videos that have nothing to do with skating. And it's like so much more exciting to me, especially just like having this different avenue go down, because skating is getting a little scary for a career. But filming stuff for just other brands and filming funny videos, like the stuff we did for Preacher was fun.
Yeah. No, so I guess, and that, like, so was that a conscious decision you made that you're like, okay, the industry is down, I gotta like diversify who I work with?
Yeah, Drink Bowie is a Agua Fresca brand out of here, and they're kind of like a startup. And I just kind of jumped in there. I was like, you guys want to hire me to make 5 videos a month for you for the rest of the year? And now I'm in marketing meetings with them every week, and we just like kind of bounce around ideas and what we're doing. Like, I'm going on actually, I've been meaning to bring this up to you, Steven. I'm going on a boat on Monday to film a Drink Bowie 2 Drink Bowie reels, and I was seeing if I could maybe borrow maybe a board from Chandler.
Yeah.
Just to like get out there and like film stuff with people on the boat for Drink Bowie. Just borrow a board.
Yeah. No, that sounds good. We'll text after this. But yeah, so you kind of so you made that decision. How did you go about, like, I guess, finding, it sounds like you're working with a drink company. Like, is that something that like they approached you based on what you were doing in the skate industry, or you were just like, I got to diversify, you started reaching out to companies?
So I won a video contest. That was a Converse video contest from a year and a half ago. And somebody's car where they DM'd me and they were like, you want to make some content? We want some skate content. So I made skate content for them. And then after I did that a few times, I'd sell them like individual reels for like way more than a skateboard company would ever pay me. It's like funny just how much you can get from a brand that is not skate related compared to the skate related brands. Like, because like a beverage company just gonna have more money. It's just how it is.
Yeah, their margins are like 99% on like what they sell.
Probably, yeah. What is it called? Consumer packaged goods. Yeah, they're killing it.
Yeah,
good margins on that. But yeah, they reached out, and then I just kind of I realized I saw that the skate industry was, it's, and honestly, I don't want to be pigeonholed into just filming skating. So I was like, let me start filming some lifestyle stuff for you guys, like just random, like visually absurd reels that make that like romanticize beverages.
So,
and yeah.
I was just going to ask, because you mentioned like transitioning. This is, I think, something that a lot of people struggle with, because very rarely does your first idea hit. You often have to pivot. A startup idea or independent creatives maybe struggle and have to pivot. It happens repeatedly. How did you go about learning new skills, but also like developing your own style? Because obviously you have something that is intriguing to people, but you didn't just get that overnight. Was it just trial and error? Like, did you have a strategy that you used for developing that?
I think it's just making a ton of videos and always creating and always thinking of like what is going to look cool. Being obsessed with editing is definitely the thing that's like what makes me different, I think. It's just like being obsessed is like really it. Like, you got to be a little psycho to sit there in front of a computer and re-edit something 10 times before you put it out. I think it helps. Maybe it's not good for the sanity, but I think it's good for the end product.
So are you, when you say putting in time, are you sort of just like self-critical, or are you showing this to other people, getting their feedback? Are you seeing what hits with likes? Is it all of the above? Like, how are you knowing what needs to be changed?
Well, you put stuff out there and you see what doesn't work. So yeah, it is like seeing, like, experimenting, because I work for Roger Skate Co, No Comply, Bowie, so I get to see like what performs well and what doesn't. So I kind of you have to like just kind of navigate it that way. Like, oh, people like this, or you have to think about hook shots and like the opening, like how to get the viewer hooked, and you got to watch them a bunch of times in order to like really find the formula of how it's going to hit the hardest, because you want it to hit the hardest. You want it to perform well, so that way you can continue to get hired to make these videos.
Yeah, so I guess just thinking about it too. So when you're trying to make it as a skater, like in your 20s, and so it sounds like you were doing a lot of filming and editing yourself. Like, was that something rare for someone who was just trying to be a skater? Like, because it sounds like you were really developing these skills over 10 years, but that's not really like, I guess my thought would be, it's not like part of the job description as a skater. Like, I would think you'd have other people doing it. So like, what made you, I guess, like be the one who was always filming and editing yourself?
I probably should have clarified. I didn't start filming and editing until I was 30. Until I was
No?
31, and I was already pro, and I got hurt. So
Yeah.
I bought a camera and a computer and an editing system, and I just went crazy, and I just been obsessed. And it's been a nice pivot, because I always get hurt, and it's just like, yeah.
Yeah. So I guess so you start working on that skill, and I guess so with working with a beverage company, and you're talking about like how they paid more than another skate company. So like, is this something that you're gonna try and like, I guess, like expand and like try and get other CPG brands that are like you're working for them? And like, so I guess I just curious, is this like Taylor said, kind of like a pivot where you're gonna focus on like I guess, different types of clients?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been making pitch decks all the time for people that I know that work for brands, just to see like what can we do here? Because you know what I can bring to the table, and I see what you guys are doing, and how can we work together?
Yeah.
So
And
it's nice to tap in with as many brands as I can, just to see, throwing stuff at the wall, see what sticks.
yeah, and so I guess what's kind of your strategy with that? Sounds like you're making pitch decks. Are you doing like cold emails, or you're just like connections that you know and you're trying to reach out to people?
It's all people that I know.
Yeah.
I mean, with you, that was just a DM
Yeah,
for
yeah,
sure.
yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it's kind of like that's how Bowie was. You know, that led to something great, and yeah, it all goes down in the DM, right?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's true. So yeah, so I guess if you're doing like the pitch decks and stuff, like have you found you know, a strategy that has kind of worked well for you in terms of like reaching out to people to try and, I don't know, get traction? Or like it sounds like you might be early on in this process, but like is there something that you found that has been working well for you so far?
I mean, I'm just selling the lifestyle the way I see it. I'm just like kind of putting that together with pictures and videos, or pictures and descriptions of like what I can offer. You just put like deliverables, concept, cast, and you have like yeah, I'm just lucky enough to have like friends and community that are all talented, and we can make all types of different stuff that's not just skate related, skate adjacent, but not skate.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so we're wrapping up on time, but I wanted to ask a little bit about the story of, it sounds like a transformational piece for you is when you injured yourself, and that's sort of what triggered this career pivot of learning video editing and filming and moving into team manager. Like, what was that like? Can you tell a little bit about that story of how that all went down?
Yeah, so I was skating around. I was about a year into having a board with my name on it. Roger was the board company. It was doing well at the time, and I rolled my ankle pretty bad to where I just was kind of bummed. I was like pretty depressed, and then my buddy Austin Emilio, who's like my OG that I lived with forever,
Yeah.
him and I bought a camera together, and we just started filming like crazy. Like I was just trying to film a part of him. And after that, I couldn't stop filming and just editing, and I was always just playing with it. I don't know, it just became an obsession, for better, for worse. I mean, it's for better because it's turned into something now, but I didn't really think about it as like a career path at all. I was just filming because, well, it was part of the job as a team manager, to just be making sure that the team gets content, but having the camera in my hand and all their footage on my computer, that made it a lot easier and like more. I was just way more productive, and that's just where it went.
Yeah, and I think you had mentioned too with the drink company you're working with. So you obviously do the filming, but are you also doing like social media management and things like that, or do you just do the filming then you send it to
I
like
send
the
it
client?
off, and I'm like, there
Yeah,
you go. Yeah,
yeah,
I
no,
send off the content and just let them do it. Even though sometimes I gotta like remind them, screen grab's important. Like the screenshot that you see on the page,
oh, on the video, yeah,
and the caption's important, and you got to make sure you tag the people.
yeah. So what have you found with like the screen grabs? I guess that like works well.
Just the most visually engaging part of it you can. I mean, if somebody's like grinding down a rail, it's got to be. It's pretty self-explanatory. It's just got to be like them at the top of the rail, like perfect photo, and then make sure that it's not cropping off their head and everything. Like you gotta press certain button to like frame it up properly.
Yeah, yeah, gotcha. Awesome. So I guess when you kind of like look back on it, because it seems like you had kind of like the pro skate part, and now you're moving into like the team manager video part. Like, is there any part that like you look back on it that was like, I guess maybe like the most challenging part of the career that made you kind of want to like go do something else? Like it sounds like you had the injury where things were kind of tough, but then you kind of pivoted. But like, is there any moment that like really sticks out that, I don't know, it's just like a tough time and made you want to go be an accountant or work in an office or something like that?
Honestly, I couldn't do it. I just couldn't. I've been so blessed to just be with my friends all the time, making stuff, and getting some money to do it, and I just
Yeah.
don't really want to stop doing that anytime soon, even though it's not the most financially secure lifestyle, but it's fun to just kind of throw stuff at the wall, and stuff eventually sticks if you're, you know, being obsessive and trying to work on your craft all the time. It's like an art project that never ends.
Yeah. Yeah. And what advice would you give to someone, like, you know, if someone has an idea, like whether it's a business or they want to become, you know, a videographer or something like that, but they're kind of, I don't know, perhaps hesitant to kind of go try and do it. Like, what advice would you give to someone if they came to you and were like, yeah, I'm thinking about doing this, but I have some reservations? Is there anything that sticks out to you that maybe helped you?
I mean, don't quit your day job and just make this stuff for fun, and eventually maybe you'll be able to make money at it.
Yeah.
Because yeah, I don't have to worry about like, I have to make this thing to eat. Like, it's going to sacrifice the quality. I think you have to be able to make stuff for free for a long time before you're able to sell anything. And that's how you perfect your craft. The more stuff you make, the better you're going to get at it. Every edit you put out, whether it's Instagram or full length, everything is like fine tuning itself. Your vision and the way you put stuff out, it always gets better. I
Yeah.
do believe that.
That's kind of interesting because I feel like it's like sexy to say, like, you know, burn the boats, go all in. But you're kind of saying that you think it might improve like the creative process and developing your skills if it's like not how you're putting food on your table every night.
Yeah, I think it's good to have your, you know, your meat, your base, you know, your base security,
Yeah.
and to like worry about, because I mean, it kind of sucks when you have to do that with skating too. Like, it kind of like takes away from the fun of skating. You don't want to take away from the fun aspect of it, because then the videos will sacrifice because you're just like having to push some shit out
Yeah.
because it's for financial reasons, rather than just making it because it flows right. It has to be a good time, and you have to be willing to do a lot of stuff for free. Basically, I guess I keep saying that, but just make as much shit as you can all the time.
Yeah. Yeah. We had a guest a little while ago who's like a photographer for the Zach Brown band. And he was saying that like he gives that same advice to people. And he was specifically saying like Gen Z kids who like they immediately want to get paid for what they're doing. And he was like, no, like I had to do free shit for like a really long time.
Exactly. And you have to be willing to do that because you love it.
Yeah.
And if you don't love it, then you probably should just do something else.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because
Well, no, I
for the money.
yeah.
It's like, it's you when the money comes, it's like the best shit ever, but like, you have to be willing to do it for the love, and you just want to be able to creating. You have to be like the obsessed with creating and visualizing and executing.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, this has been great. We do want to give you a chance to promote where people can follow you or learn more or work with you.
Yeah, sure. My Instagram is Max Taylor 43 PSI, and I have a LinkedIn as well. I think it's just Maxwell Taylor. How did we get in contact? Was it just through
Yeah. So
Instagram?
no, because like we wanted to film some content in Austin, and I kind of wanted like, you know, the kind of the skate feel like thrasher videos and stuff. So I was just Googling like pro skaters in Austin, and then
Sick.
I came across you, who also was a videographer. So I was like, oh, this is perfect.
Nice, cool.
Yeah, yeah. So if you want to find them, also just Google pro skaters in Austin. You will come up.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
not that many. I mean, also, like, having that title is like sometimes it like feels a little cringe because I'm not like, I don't feel like a pro skater, but I definitely have done my due diligence of, you know, put in the work, whether, you know, the whole world knows it or not. Like, people in Austin do. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
and we were able to sell boards with my name on it, so that's technically pro.
Makes you pro. Awesome, man. Well, thank you so much for taking the time. This was great to kind of learn more about your story and stuff. And I know we'll
Thanks,
be
guys.
working more. Yeah, we'll be working more together in the future. So it's yeah, great chatting. We really appreciate it, man.
Perfect. We all have a good day. I'll talk to you soon.